Hi class, my name is Garrett O'Brien. I am from Corona, California, but my wife and I now live in Provo with our two little girls, about a mile away from BYU campus. My wife and I will both graduate this April, so we're pretty excited about that. I love music and sports and reading. I haven't really been able to do any personal reading. They've all been board books for my little girls. So that's kind of the application that I'm looking for outside of this class, is the ability to share good literature with my little girls and future kids as well as they come along. So as far as my top 10 children's books, I haven't really thought about that recently up until this assignment, so it took me a while to kind of piece them together, and I don't have really individual books. I have about 6 or 7 individual books and then some series that I really enjoyed reading when I was about 12 and under, I guess. So the first one, I really liked Roald Dahl as a children's author. So most of my individual books were from him. So Matilda is one of my favorites, and then I really liked The Big Friendly Giant. And when I introduced that to my mother, who teaches grade 3 now, she has read it to her classroom for the last 15 or so years, I think. She reads it out loud to her kids. They love the Frog Scott and the Whiz Poppers. I also really liked his book Danny Champion of the World and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That one's pretty classic. So those are my Roald Dahl favorites. And then from the Chronicles of Narnia, I didn't love all of those, but the two that I really liked were Prince Caspian and The Magician's Nephew. And then into some of the series that I read when I was a little kid. One of them was Storm Testament, the Storm Testament series. Those are historical fiction, and they are written by an LDS author, so it's kind of cool to get a little bit of church history along with some kind of cowboys and Indians kind of thing. Also, Harry Potter, kind of can't not like Harry Potter, so I do like the Harry Potter books. And when I was in grade 6, I read the Redwall books. Those were kind of an introduction, or I guess a further introduction to fantasy novels for me. They're about little rodents that sword fight. They were pretty fascinating when I was little. And lastly, the Work and Glory series. I finished reading those. I think I read the ninth or 10th one or whatever when it came out. I haven't read them again since, but again, I really liked the historical fiction and the characters that it developed, and kind of some of the similarities between the Steed family and my family in some instances, and just learning about church history. It was pretty fascinating to me. So those are my favorite children's books, and Goodnight Moon is a classic as well, I guess. I don't know if that really qualifies for this assignment, but it's one that I read daily, repeatedly, every day. Yeah, thanks. I'm looking forward to this class.